Hi. This is good. This is a good situation here. Good lighting. Gets my freaky supervillain eyeball. Um, Hello, everybody. This is once again me. I'm posting this video. I apologize for my thug-like visage, but what are you gonna do? I'm posting this video because I want to ask a question, a very simple question, perhaps too simple, so simple that I'm probably going to take up 5 or 6 minutes to explain what I mean when I ask this question. But it's for a very specific kind of person, and I'm sure you can guess who it is that I pick on most in these videos. I'll give you three guesses. No, I take it back. I'll give you one guess. No, I'm not going to give you any guesses. It's Christians. It's a question for Christians. It's a question for any Christian who is willing to answer it or thinks that they have an answer. Video responses would be great, but I'll take what I can get. So here's the question: why? That's it. Just why? Why are you a Christian? Why Christianity? Let me paint a picture for you, real quick, just to preface with, so that you kind of get a sense of where I'm coming from when I ask this question. Here we are. I mean, there are a lot of things that we don't know. There are a lot of things that we have not come to a conclusion on as a species, as a culture, as a society. We don't know whether a God exists. I mean, we speculate, we believe, some people would say that they know, but this is not a collective conclusion that we have come to. We don't know if that God created us or just happens to exist. We don't know if there's an afterlife or if there's a heaven or a hell or what kind of hell that would be. We don't know if we reincarnate or if ghosts exist. There are all these questions, whether, reality is an illusion or if, oh man, even Scientology, I suppose, is up for grabs. There are all these things that we don't have answers to. But these things that we don't have answers to pretty much all exist in a way of explaining what we do have answers to. We do know what is, sort of. We do know that we exist. We can sort of assume that. We can afford to take that for granted. We know that we exist. We know where we exist and how we exist. We know that we are here in this country, on this planet, in this solar system, in this galaxy, in this universe, and we know what else is going on in this universe. We know what it's made of, sort of, mostly what it's made of. We have a very good sort of scientific idea of what's going on here. We lack complete explanations for what's going on here, but we're working on it. We're on our way. Religion over time has existed in order to explain what we don't know. I'm sure even as a Christian you can acknowledge that. When Zeus was the one throwing the lightning bolts, that wasn't a metaphor. There were people that actually believed that there was somebody governing the sky and making the thunder and lightning happen, and there was somebody else making the raindrops, and there was somebody else creating the waves, and this is how religion and beliefs and theology has sort of developed. But you don't subscribe to any of those beliefs except for one: Christianity. And I'm asking you, why Christianity? I'm asking you why you're a Christian. But here's a couple of things that I don't want you to say that won't be answering my question. I am a Christian because Jesus died for my sins and I love God. That's not an answer to my question. You're not answering why you think those things are true. You're not answering why you think Jesus Christ did exist and was the Son of God and did die for your sins and did ascend into heaven and was the Son of a God, and that God did exist. Another answer that wouldn't be answering the question would be, I'm a Christian because look at all around you. This couldn't have just come from nothing. Well, even if this didn't come from nothing, even if this came from something, that wouldn't be an answer to my question, because You haven't explained that something, having a consciousness, having an intelligence, having a moral character, having desires and thoughts and feelings, and having a son and impregnating a woman and parting the Red Seas. You have this belief. You have taken the position of assuming that this book and everything that's in it is true. But there's another book about the first half of this book is not enough, you say. And then books like this are just too much, and we're not inspired by God. And then, books like this are completely out of the question altogether. But I want to know why. Why this one and only this one? Is it a matter of evidence? Is it a matter of one of these religions is more reasonable than another? What goes into that decision? And this is also, I encourage you to be as honest with me and yourself as possible. Do you think you'd be a Christian if you weren't born into the family or the society or the culture that you were born into? I would say that I probably would not be an atheist if I were born into a Christian home. I'd probably be a Christian if I were born into a Christian home. I was born to a family of Zen Buddhists who taught me to think and critique and analyze and sort of, be very, very skeptical, and that has sort of led to me being an atheist. Even though I did rebel and I'm not a Zen Buddhist, I can attribute my upbringing to my assumptions and my beliefs, or my lack thereof at least. Why are you a Christian? Why do you think that all of these things are true? Why do you think that that book is the book, the only book that was inspired by this being? Why do you think this being exists? Why do you think that this being had a son? Why are you a Christian? Thank you.